Okay.
Let me pull them up.
Trouble. The Tempter. Ooh, I wonder if this is a religious song. The Tempter. The Tempter. What's this about?
I love when you're trying to just eat up time. Don't know what to do with yourself.
What am I doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you're in. I'm HalfLifeSistah, and this is my happy wolfkain.
So everybody,
Welcome to my channel and to another episode of Sistah and the Wolf Reaction. We're back with another patron request presented to you by Joshua Chap.
Joshua, cool.
We're here, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you for the continued love and support, Joshua. I hope you're doing well during these times, baby.
Let's get to know Trouble.
Yes, trouble. All right, so Joshua says, one of my favorite subgenres of metal is doom metal, and when people think of doom metal, often Candlemas,
Candlemas, yeah.
and Saint Vitus are more than often referenced, especially as early influenced of the genre, but
Candlemas for sure, yeah.
okay, there's one other band that gets overlooked, and that's Trouble. What I love about them is they are a bit more aggressive and faster than what doom metal is known for being, allowing them to stand out from many other bands in this genre. Yes, I guess they are a doom metal band.
So it looks like Trouble came out in 79. So you're saying that there was a doom metal element in 79?
Apparently, and they clearly are pioneers of this.
But you know, I mean, when I think about it, it shouldn't surprise me that much because I mean, Black Sabbath could be considered doom metal on some of their songs.
Oh yeah. I think I know what doom is.
Definitely
doom is like
doomy.
very,
right?
like.
Yeah, I mean, the flagship song that you heard, Black Sabbath. The song Black Sabbath.
God,
I mean, if that's not doomy, I don't know what is.
I love that song.
All right, but it looks like they got elements of psychedelic rock as well. A critically acclaimed group, their first two albums, Psalm 9 and The Skull, are cited as landmarks of doom metal. Very interesting. To date, Trouble has released 8 studio albums, although the band never officially broke up. Trouble was plagued by extended inactivity after their original singer, Eric Wagner, left in 1997. He eventually rejoined. Well, that I don't know, but he rejoined in 2000 before leaving again 8 years later. So, yeah, that's a thing where sometimes where bands just have these long hiatuses, people tend to forget about them a little bit.
Ooh.
Digging that big drum sound. Bit of a Slayer opening here. You can hear the Sabbath influence right here. Did you like it?
A little bit. Oh my God. That was a religious experience. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Religious experience? Really? How so?
Oh.
Like a satanic religious experience?
Yes, but listen. This is important.
Hold the presses. Earrings gotta come on.
Oh my God. Listen. Hold on. Let me give me a second, okay? Can you give me a second to like clean my eyes? Look at me.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll talk a little bit.
Okay, please and thank you.
I was surprised.
Oh man.
I mean, I can't be surprised at the quality because, like I said, during this time, a lot of quality was being released.
Right.
There was something that happened to the masses where everyone, all the bands that needed to influence the next generation have happened.
Okay.
And they all got influenced, and they took that influence and did their own things with it. This is what the kids were listening to.
Right.
So you're listening to Motorhead, and you're listening to Venom, and you're listening to all these bands, and then you yourself have ideas of what you can do with this music.
Right.
And then, Chuck, he's going off the death metal route, and you've got,
Chuck.
you got Corthon going his black metal route, and you've got Lars and James going the thrash route, right? And then you've got all the stuff in between, and you've got Slayer and Exodus going their hell route, which Trouble also borrows from, because again, you could hear, so you hear the elements and influence of Venom, right? You hear what they've touched, because anytime you hear them singing about Satan and hell, you best believe Venom was on the menu for these.
Have I heard Venom before?
You haven't, but remember, they're the ones who went full Satan and really
Yes, you told me about them. That's why I'm like, okay.
Hammed up the whole evil satanic thing for shock value and fun, right?
But they believed in some of that stuff too.
No.
They
It was complete. It was
okay.
all bullshit. But again, it was for the fun and the shock of it. And remember, we talked about shock rock. We talked about Alice Cooper and how being shocking, Wasp and Blackie Lawless, being shocky gets you views, right? Before there was YouTube, you had to get real views from real eyeballs.
Yes.
So in order to do that, you needed word of mouth, and you need to hear about, holy shit, dude, there's a guy who's chopping his head off on stage. You need to see this.
Well, listen, I said it's a religious experience because when I was a religious person, and I was a Christian, some of the songs that I would hear would take me somewhere. It was just like, it just felt very personal for me. It felt personal, and it felt like it was elevating me above the ground. You know what I'm saying? Taking me someplace, Wow. I've heard doom metal songs before, during my stream and stuff. And they have that slow start, that deep, dirty sound and motion and stuff and colors. This is interesting. It's like you're right. There's a sprinkle of different genres, if you will, in this song.
It's also kind of thrashy.
Definitely.
Points,
there was a sprinkle of thrash in there. Yes, it was.
They're all still, it's close enough together where they're all still kind of sharing a lot of similarities.
Yes.
Eventually they branch off into much more niche genres, but here it's still early on.
But yeah. This song was so good. So good. I mean, really, this song was everything, baby. This song was perfect. I love it. This is definitely up in, one of my favorite songs of all times. It really is. Damn. Guys, like really, I don't know how they did that.
Interesting.
But they took me someplace. They took me. I felt I was being elevated and just laid out. And they were, ministering to me. It was otherworldly, Felt, ethereal. It was beautiful.
Well, there's a thing that they were doing back then, like I said, with Slayer and Exodus, where they took from Venom, is they managed to capture the sound of hell. So obviously these are human constructs in our mind.
Yes, it is.
But they've managed to capture what evil may sound like.
Right. But the thing about, I always say there's a deathly beauty to these. I say there's a deathly. To me, there was a deathly beauty to this, and I feel that that's the part where, or the moment where you realize that darkness is not necessarily a bad place to be. It's a place you can rest, and there's a place that you can, for me at least, speaking for myself, I feel that there's a darkness that I can connect to, not an evil part of me, not an evil side, you feel me? But there's a dark place that I can connect to, and that feels like home, and I feel that I don't want to hurt nobody. I hope you're understanding me.
I'm letting you finish your thought
But
before
yeah,
I
I
interrupt,
just feel
as I always
that
do.
there's a beauty to darkness,
Right.
Not the kind of darkness that's like you want to go and hurt somebody, but there's just, because we all have the good and the bad side, right? Mm-hmm. And I think there's this, there's that dichotomy, yeah?
You're talking about our primal side.
Well, okay, there you go, the primal side.
Because if
the side sometimes you have to also suppress, you don't want to put everything out. There are certain parts you have to keep to yourself.
A wolf eats an animal alive.
Okay.
Is that evil?
No, it's not.
Well, it depends on your perspective. To the deer,
right? Of
one could
course,
think.
of course.
But my point is we don't look at nature as evil. We just look at it as nature. But nature is brutal.
It is.
So there is a certain honesty.
Right.
There.
Okay.
Because we've talked about this before, where to me, darkness feels honest. And it's not that anyone wants to hurt anybody.
Of course not.
No, it's about the fact that the reason why religion seems fake is because in order to be moral in their eyes, you have to reject what is in fact reality, the fact that we are primal.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So it's like when we talk about something simple like sex, right? A child hits puberty, he becomes or she becomes sexually active and aroused, or they become sexually aroused. This is a natural phenomenon that is then suppressed by the religious,
right?
And told that these feelings are not natural,
or normal,
not right, that need to be suppressed.
Exactly.
And therefore now you are being a fake person.
Right.
And when you hear something like Blackie and Wasp singing about taking the love from Satan, there's a certain truth to it that this feels more real than you telling me that abstinence is the only way.
Yes.
Because what I'm feeling is I'm feeling that desire that you're making me suppress, and from here they're acting like it's no big damn deal.
Right.
And that feels real.
Exactly.
So darkness feels real because there is a darkness. The fact that we are primal and that we are animalistic,
right?
There is an inherent to a conscious mind. Seeing the deer being eaten by a wolf is painful and sad for us.
It is.
Because on the one hand, we want the wolf to eat.
Right.
On the other hand, we don't want the deer to die.
To live. Yes.
And that is truth.
Right.
That is nature and that is truth. Exactly. And that is something you do not get from society because we try to hide truth as if facing the truth will somehow make us bad people.
Yes,
and that's not the case.
Exactly.
Understanding where we come from and understanding who we are is the only way to allow us to be better people.
And free.
Because it's only through acceptance that you can then improve.
Of course, because without self-knowledge, your growth is stunted.
Yes.
You have to know, but you have to know who you are.
So it's truth. That's the word you were looking for.
Truth.
It is honest.
Honest.
This is honest. This is more honest than the counter to that. So
Good job.
because the world is more dishonest than honest, people like us gravitate to the darkness because it feels more real than what's being forced upon us.
Baby, can I get a high five or not?
I'll give you a hand hug.
Thank you.
Okay.
But wow, baby, I appreciate you. To clean things up so people don't think I'm an evil person. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. You were struggling there.
I don't always articulate my thoughts and my feelings perfectly, and he's really good at helping me to pull things out.
Well, no, the thing is when you start saying, well, listen, I'm not a bad person. I'm not saying I want to hurt.
I just couldn't
Then you're suggesting that you were, and I know you weren't, so I didn't want to go that route.
I'm just trying to, but you did a really good job.
Well, I've given it a lot of thought.
Explaining and, what I really felt. Yes, baby, good job. But you've always been my whisperer. Always.
It's all I do. That's my only ability is to give things thought. At least let me be good at it. If it's my one and only talent, at least let me be good at it.
That is definitely a talent of yours. It is. You've always been able to help me.
Because if I'm not good at that, then that's official. I'm not good at anything.
Then you can't be my husband, okay? Because you don't understand me.
What's left?
Because there are times I need you to understand me when I can't understand myself, and I need you to help me with that. Baby, you did that. You did that. Thank you so very much for this request, baby.
Appreciate it, buddy.
I'm looking forward to your next one.
This
I'm
is
going to
very
push that up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And if you guys enjoyed this reacting video, please give us a thumbs up. Comment below. Do not leave without subscribing, but also do share our content as well.
The bell to get notified.
Ding!
And as always,
keep it metal. Metal forever, baby. Love you guys. Love you, Joshua. Bye.
Thanks, Joshua. Appreciate you, man.
Yes. Ooh. Good shit. I mean, good stuff.